Yo, my people.
You trying to fuck with me?
Go.
It's good. And just like that, we're back. MTTE, More to the Ends podcast with myself, Big Cam. And today, we got the team in the building. But before we get the main part of the show, I just wanted to ask my people to like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you're liking any of the content so far, tell a friend to tell a friend. Shout out the gang.
Gang.
Boom.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
in the big boy leagues.
Yeah, no, I trust.
Do you get it?
So I'm at TalkSport, right? So as I mentioned, right, I'm a phone operator, so getting the calls on there, the regular callers calling in, I'm doing all of that, and then eventually I did that for about a year, as I mentioned, and then I become an AP, so I'm booking guests to come on the show, I'm editing clips. Obviously, we all need a way in, but for me, I felt like this ain't what I want to do, man.
Yeah.
Because my mum works at Tesco's, yeah. My dad's a bus driver.
Yeah.
And that generation, they're like, I'm grateful to be here, so I'm just gonna keep doing it.
I know. It's something that I've spoken about in recent weeks.
And family, I've been like, fuck that, man.
But they don't get it though.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck that way of thinking. If it's time I'm young, you know. So if it's time for me to cut, I'm gonna cut.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna waste time doing something that I don't think is gonna be beneficial for me to keep doing.
Of course.
So I was there for about 2 years now, thinking, like, I'm grateful for this. This is good, but I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to get a job somewhere else, right, and it fell through. So I thought, you know what, let me just freelance.
Yeah.
And try freelancing. And that didn't go to plan. And that ultimately led to me being unemployed. So, no income, bro.
No, bro. Sorry to pause you. I'll be honest. I'm afraid of something like that.
Okay.
That's one thing that I've kind of taken from my family, in that you always have something. You always have, even if it's whatever you don't really like, you always have something. I'm genuinely like, I've got a little bit of a phobia of like just like taking a plunge and having a few months and not doing nothing. But
but I got no I got no
That's
misses.
true.
So I'm thinking, fuck it.
Mortgage.
If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it now, innit?
Yeah.
So I'm unemployed, bro, and I'm getting nothing. Like, I'm applying for jobs, nothing's come my way. And my mum was like, go work Tesco, go work at Sainsbury's. But I'm thinking that's not what I want to do, because I don't want to do it and then I get trapped, or when I get comfortable and
in the cycle.
I'm not,
then you can't get back out of it.
I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah.
So, but it got to a point where I had to sign on because I had no income.
I've been there.
But before that, I don't know what it was for, but I need the money. Like,
I've been there.
And I reached out to you, and I was like,
hey! I'm joking.
I was like, bro, I think it was £60. I need £60,
I don't even remember, bruv.
And you sent it to me, and to let the viewers know how broke man was and how low I was in life, it took me like, 3 years to pay it, 3 or 2 years to pay the £60 back, But
wait. Did I ask you for it though? Like, was that?
No, that's when I had the new job. So
okay,
you know, I was
cool.
getting money.
But I'm saying I wasn't onto you.
No,
okay,
you were.
Because I don't remember being.
I felt guilty not getting back to you earlier, bro.
Oh, okay,
so, but in terms of how I was grateful to you, I remember we went to I think Nando's.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, I'll pay for it. And you know what? Not even that, I gave you even more than what I was supposed to give you.
Yeah, you did still.
I think I gave you like £80 or something like that.
You did still. I remember that still.
So,
I did say that to you as well.
Yeah.
And he was like, nah, that's cool.
Man. Like, bro, I swear that was one of the lowest times of my life.
Yeah,
bro.
but remember, from my perspective, I don't know.
Yeah, no,
that.
trust. Yeah.
And also, I'm not. Bruv, I've always just been the vibe of like, if I have it, I'll give it to you. Bruv.
Nah, trust.
Do you know what I mean? And not like, you got to give it to me by next Wednesday. Because I understand life happens, bruv. Do you know what I mean? That is true though. Life happens.
Mad, the job centre I had to sign on was Kennington.
Oh,
it's the one outside the bus station.
So
I remember.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I remember the first meeting I had, was a woman called Sabrina. Thinking, Sabrina, I don't like that name,
How can you just got her for a name?
So I speak to her on the phone. I'm thinking,
I said, nah, she's a teenage witch, man.
I ain't feeling Sabrina's vibe, So I'm like, fuck that. I'm not doing it. I'm not signing on. Fuck this, man.
So wait, did you go there?
No, I spoke to her on the phone.
Okay, but you didn't actually go.
So I spoke to her on the phone. I spoke to go there the following day, like to actually do it.
But you never.
Thinking, fuck this, fuck Sabrina. I don't like this vibe. Fuck this. I ain't doing it. Mom, I'm not doing it. She's like, oh, just do it. I'm not doing it.
I signed on for like, I think 2 months at a push.
Okay.
And then I was just like,
the same place.
No, my one was basically next to school by Dorset.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, but similar situation. Mum was like, "Raw, like
Just do it, yeah.
you could do it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, but I hope you know that I do not want to do this.
Yeah.
But I needed to eat.
Yeah, trust
So,
me, needed the money, fam.
I took it for 2 months.
I was so broke, man. Couldn't even get a haircut, bro.
Yeah, bro, I wore the same pair
couldn't even
of
get a
trainers.
haircut, fam.
Ironically, the trainers I'm wearing now, similar ones. I wore the same one pair of trainers for 2 months because I spent my check on a pair of trainers, then realised I need to live for the next 2 weeks.
You know how broke I was, yeah? So hair sometimes this bit like grows long in it.
Yeah.
So man got scissors.
And you know that because of our hair, it don't grow. It don't.
That's how broke man
Man,
was.
man,
I got scissors.
man did this.
And trimmed it down.
Nah.
So yeah, that was that, yeah. And
Nah.
so my mum was like, all right, cool, innit? I won the argument. I thought, but I'm
Yeah.
like, I need money. So a week later, I'm like, cool, I'm gonna give it another try, yeah.
Yeah.
And someone called Nicole. I'm thinking I like Nicole's vibes, nice, cool, and that. But again, that was meant to happen. I was not supposed to go with the first person, Sabrina.
Yeah.
I go with Nicole. So I go in,
Yeah.
but to show you how power I am, yeah. Remember, it's a bus stop, you know. I'm waiting for the bus to leave. Like
Before
whenever
you
I
go
go
in.
in, no bus could be in front of the building. Like, the bus.
Bro,
had
I
to
wore
go.
2 jackets. I made that.
Two
I wore
jackets.
2 jackets, and then when I got in, I'll take the other one off.
And I'm watching, you know, I'm thinking, does anyone know me? And I'm
That's
thinking,
mad,
you
innit?
know what I mean? I'm hella apparel, bro.
That's mad, innit?
I'm hella apparel. So I get in there now, I'll do it, and then she's like, oh, tell me about your story, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to get in journalism, it's not working. I'm going to just see what I can with this, innit? And then, bro, like, the thing I love about her, I need to go back and give her a gift, in fact.
Assuming she still works there.
No, she does, because she phoned me.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, she phoned me about a year ago.
Raw.
And she's like, listen, I saw you on the TV.
Raw.
Yeah, I saw you on the
See?
TV. Like, oh, I'm so happy it worked out well for
Yeah,
you.
you got to go run her some flowers still.
So,
At least.
No, trust, bro. Even perfume.
Yeah, as I said, at least.
Because she never put pressure on me to take a job.
Yeah.
She just made sure I kept filling it out, kept telling her I'm applying for jobs, just do the basics, but she never put pressure on me to actually get something because she knew what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like, I tell you, she was like honestly amazing with me.
She understood, didn't
She
it?
understood, you know what I mean? And she's from Jamaica as well.
Yeah.
But my mum was going like, do it, but still trying to get the Sainsbury to Tesco. I'm like,
Yeah.
Mum, I ain't doing that.
They don't.
I ain't doing that, but they don't get that. They
Oh,
don't understand.
I love them, you know. No, I do because
They don't understand.
they're why we can do this.
No, I trust.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I trust.
So
No, I trust.
it's real.
So I was on job seekers for about maybe a year and a half, 2 years
Wow.
maybe, a year and a half to 2 years I'd say, and then
That's real, man.
And then I got a random phone call one day, yeah. So remember, I'm telling you the names of people I've reached out to, yeah. One guy from the Times called me and said, "Hey, what you up to?" I'm like, "I'm struggling, bro. I ain't got nothing on job seekers." And he's like, "Alright, cool. There's something at the Sunday Times, yeah. It's not reporting, but it's like a weigh-in." So what the job was called production journalist. So I'm like editing copy that online before it goes online.
Yeah.
So I'm subbing it. I'm making sure it's the right format, doing the pictures and whatnot. Not what I want to do, but it's Sunday Times. You know what I mean?
You're in the building, innit?
That's big. And for viewers thinking, why the fuck you leave Talksport? Like, I'm still happy I left that because it just wasn't like where I was working. It wasn't really a happy situation.
Bro, you outgrow things, man.
Yeah,
it's
outgrow
natural.
things.
It
Man. I
happens.
just wasn't happy with like how it was at the time. It was a lot of bitching, backstabbing going on, and it wasn't for me. So anyway, yeah. So I do that. I'm getting that, and as well as job seekers, because I wasn't doing like certain hours to no longer qualify. I was getting both incomes. I'm thinking this is good. So I'm doing that, and it gets to a point where I'm like, this is good, but again, I don't want to get too comfortable. And let's do this. I need a man's ambitious. Like I want to do stuff. So then, Nicole's like, because me and Nicole we talk about like, what we do outside of like what we do for work and whatnot. I'm like, oh, I love true crime. I'm watching crime shows and whatnot.
I remember this.
And she's like, oh, would you ever like join the police force?
I remember this still.
Thinking, why the fuck?
Bruv,
Mine's from Brixton. Why am I joining the police force?
you see this question, I tell people all the time that I've had this discussion with people from work, and they're like, bro, would you do this? I'm like, bruv, do you know where man's
Yeah,
from?
man's from
Do you think I
Brixton,
could
fam.
do certain jobs and
Yeah.
ever go back to the block?
You can't be,
Like,
no.
it's I know it sounds tapped to the people outside of obviously where we come from, but
Yeah.
just our ethics and that,
No, I
it's
trust.
not really man's thing still.
No, I trust. So yeah, so she's like, I'm like, I don't know about that, you know. But she's like, it's not a police officer, it's a trainee detective role.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, detective.
Sounds a bit sexy.
Yeah,
It's
that
a bit
sounds too
sexy.
bad,
You
you know.
probably don't have to wear the uniform.
But
and
you
that.
know what? I'm thinking, I applied for it, but I'm thinking about a gal. I'm thinking, I'm with a gal, yeah. And she's like, what are you? I'm a detective.
Just fling your thing on the table like,
I'm a detective.
have a look
fam,
at that
I'm thinking,
stone.
that's the shit.
Have a look at that stone.
That's the shit, fam. So anyway, yeah.
Mm.
I apply for it now. We got to do hella stuff, but I passed everything.
Mm.
So I get offered the job, yeah.
Mm.
No, tell a lie. There's something called vetting.
Yeah.
And
I know.
And my the half brother I got that's always been incarcerated, yeah. So they're like, look, we want you to join us, but we gotta have a meeting about this, like just to make sure you're not in regular contact with him.
Yeah.
And I wasn't at the time.
They don't want you to be like his understudy for being a trap god. Yeah.
So let's say I got the meeting scheduled for next week Saturday, and today's what? Like, let's say I got a meeting scheduled for next week Tuesday, and like it's a Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I get a phone call, yeah. Let's say the Thursday from a guy called Oliver K. Who works for the Times. He got me the job at the other place. And again, he's like, "What are you up to?" Again, bro, like nothing's going for me. Like, I'm just grafting, but nothing's going my way. I'm applying for jobs. And the thing is, yeah, I'm on Twitter and I'm seeing other people get a job. I'm thinking, I'm better than you.
Yeah,
I'm better than you. Why that you getting? And I was being a bit like,
he was being a bit salty.
Yeah, so silly, but I know I'm better than these youths.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Is it like resume, like catalog versus catalog? You probably are better.
Than youths, but
that's not how it is. Yeah,
it is what it is, isn't it? So he's like, listen, I've got something good for you, you know. So I'm listening. He's like, and listen, that man changed it for me. Yeah. Because remember, man's low. I'm low, Daniel. Like, low.
No, bro, I get it. You just out here.
That man changed it for me, I swear down. So he's like, listen, we've got something launching, and I think you'll be great for it. Like, you'll be really good. Because our boss, called Alex Kachelski, he wanted to hire like young black journalists, but there weren't many. So he asked him, remember, they worked together at the Times.
Yeah. If you
Do you know anyone? And he was like, I know someone that'd be great for this. And
yeah. That's big, man.
That's big, bro.
Because if you didn't do what you did back then, you wouldn't be in a name in the hat.
That's why I say be annoying, because with him, I was annoying. I was always asking for advice and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I got another story about him. I don't want to run over time. So.
Look, I'm sure there'll be a part 2. You know, once you shout us out and then we get a little bit bigger and that. I'm sure the people would want to know more and that. Do you know what I mean?
So,
but yeah, go on.
Yeah, so he's like, I got something good for you. Yeah. So I'm like, what is it? Well, the Athletic, a new company. We're looking for writers. I think it'd be good. So I'm gonna put you in touch with my boss.
Big up the Athletic, by the way, because you was one of the first people
day one.
to tell me about it, and I was like, "What is this?"
Nah, trust.
And he was like, "Bro, like just check it out, fam." I was like, "I've never seen anything like this.
Nah, trust.
Like it's just all original stuff.
All original, bro. All original. So I speak to our boss, Alex, and he's like, "How would I feel about moving to Burnley?" I think
you fucking what?
Burnley, you know? And it's all over text.
Yeah.
No, tell a lie. Touch over text and the phone call.
Yeah.
So he's like, don't tell me your answer now.
Yeah.
So remember, the Thursday I spoke to Ollie.
Yeah. And
then let's say the Friday, Alex phones me.
Yeah.
And he's like, think about it over the weekend. Let me know on Monday.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, Burnley's like, there's no black people in Burnley. How am I gonna get a trim? All these sorts of stuff. I'm thinking it's an opportunity.
Well, Maxwell Cornet is there now. So.
So I'm thinking it's a sick opportunity. It could be fucking Plymouth. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Tim, I didn't even wait till Monday. I tell him the Saturday.
So you was just ready to just do it.
This is sick, man. This is my proper footing now.
Yeah.
It's reporting. It's what I really want to do.
And levels as well.
It's I'm thinking, I'm on board. So he's like, all right, we're gonna meet on Monday, and I want you to pick up 10 stories for Burnley.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember talking to you about that as
10
well.
stories for Burnley. Yeah.
Which is incredible because...
So I think of 10 stories now. I meet him on the Monday. We're at some Polish restaurant.
That's a setup slide. You know that, innit? That's asking the bricks to you.
I know.
10 stories for Burnley.
But he's smart though, Alex. He's a smart man. So we meet at some Polish restaurant in Tottenham Court Road, yeah? And I'm there meeting for the first time, you know? So... I think about 10 story, I'm like, this, something on Dwight McNeil, this, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, they're okay stories, but that's been done already. I'm thinking, fuck this up. And he's like, you're not covering Burnley, you're covering West Ham. Right. So me agreeing to go to Burnley was a test.
To see if I
wanted, how committed I was to accept this job. So
I think slightly it's a bit cheeky because the colours are also the same as well.
So test, but I think, looking back now, I think that was so
Claret
smart
and
of him to do that.
It was. It's something
was
I would do actually.
It's smart of him to do that. And bear in
wish.
mind, I didn't wait till Monday. No, I didn't wait till the weekend was over. I told him the day after, I'm on it. Like, I can do this.
Because the truth is, it actually does show how hungry you really are, rather than what you said. Because if you would have stewed over it, waited a couple of days, opportunity could have been gone.
Yeah, it could have been gone. Tissue. I've got tissue.
1 sec. I've got some tissue over here. It's not the greatest.
Nah, it's calm. Hay fever's killing me right now.
No. Don't worry, I got you.
So
even me, I've been needing to blow my nose.
So he's like, you're coming.
Sorry, people.
He's like, you're covering West Ham, yeah? Bear in mind, I know nothing about West Ham, you know. All I know is about covering the U team players, but they're gone by then. So I'm thinking, this is sick. Like, I'm covering West Ham. This is my break. But then I'm thinking, right, am I good enough for this? A bit of fair start keeping up. Am I good enough for this?
Naturally.
Like, it's just too big for me right now. Oh, fuck that, man. I'm ready.
Bruv?
I'm ready.
If I remember correctly, because I'm sure I was speaking to you around this time, I'm sure you told me, or you said something to me, bro, and I was just like, fam, of course you're ready.
Yeah,
for
you know what I
shit,
mean?
bro.
Like, I'm ready.
Look what you've been doing before.
Been grafted.
Yeah, I did say all this stuff,
Yeah,
innit? So
grafted.
I'm trying to remember because obviously we still chat, but
Yeah.
them times I remember how stuff was going. There was a while where it was dry.
No, on the low, fam.
Then you got that break, and I remember just like, bro, you deserve it, bro.
Bro, trust.
You deserve it.
So,
But you doubted yourself a little bit.
yeah, a little bit,
yeah.
actually, so in it. But yeah, so, and then I had a few contacts. Remember from Talk Sports, I had a few contacts from West Ham that I had already.
Yeah.
So, this would have been, I'd imagine, July.
Yeah.
At the company officially launched in August.
Yeah.
So, first I told Mom, listen, I've got a job now. And then, I didn't even know if I could talk money, because, so, they told me the starting salary, yeah? And bearing in mind, I'm thinking, I'll be happy with like a 20k.
Yeah.
You know, 20K.
Well, do you want to talk about this? Like,
What is that?
do you want to talk about this on thing?
I won't give the exact
Okay,
figure.
cool.
of
But
what
you
I
just
want,
obviously
but
roundabout.
yeah, so I'm thinking
Yeah.
I'll be happy with 20k, 25. Fam, it was nowhere near that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what?
Yeah. Especially where man's coming from.
Nowhere
bro.
near that
What
figure, bro.
What man does to get that as well.
It was nowhere near that figure. I'm thinking, this figure is mad.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
mad. So,
For doing what you love.
yeah, doing what my first proper job as well. This figure is just mad. So I told Mum, listen, like,
I'm good now.
yeah, I'm good. And
Mama
she's like-
made it.
She starts hugging me, thinking, but you know what? Yeah, she's a gem as well, you know. She's a gem, because you know what? Yeah, she was like, "Oh, don't do journalism no more. Do something else."
What?
Right down, bro. She was like, "Do
What,
something else."
after you bust?
No.
Oh,
When
when
I
you
was
was... Yeah, but do you
No,
know what it is?
no,
It's because...
no excuses,
No.
fam. No excuses.
We have to... No, because I get it. And this is what I'm saying. Like, I always relate stuff back to my own situation. They're not thinking with your perspective. They're thinking with their perspective of, I don't want you to be done out here. And I also don't... I don't want you to turn to doing certain things, which I know you wouldn't really want to.
Fam,
because
man,
it's...
man, the saying, it's coming me on
Bro,
the trip.
bro, I know
Yeah,
how
true,
this
fam.
goes, bro. I know how this goes, and that's what I'm saying. So, be a bit fair to mums.
Nah, I
innit?
hear you.
As I love you, mum, but lad.
Yeah, so got that, and then one of the first tasks I had to do was go out to Poland.
right.
There's a player called Fabianski, he's a goalkeeper.
Yeah, I like him actually. I think
And we were
he's
doing like
quite a good
on the
goalie.
first day, we were doing like hella features.
Yeah.
Like why you should subscribe to us, yeah.
Yeah.
So, man ain't been abroad since I went like with family to JA, like Jamaica.
Yeah.
And this is my first
No,
solo
listen,
trip
the
for
first
work.
time you've gone abroad since guy in Jamaica,
Yeah.
guy in Poland.
Yeah, Poland. No, but remember, everyone telling me, Poland's mad, you know.
Bro, I told you from the ends, man's
Yeah,
thinking,
Poland's
right? Ain't
mad.
that the same as Russia?
My dad's mad. My dad's like, I'm not sure about Poland, you know.
You might not come back,
You know, I'm
Rashid.
sure about Poland, fam. I got Poland, yeah. And Poland's blessed, bro. Poland's nice.
Brother, you see, I've said this before, yeah, that I really try hard not to feed into like race stuff, not because it doesn't happen, but I'd rather go somewhere and genuinely experience it rather than I've got 20 million ideas in my head of what it's gonna be like. Then I get there and I'm like, well, it's cool. Everyone that I met was very nice to me. The service was really nice and I had a great time. Do you get what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure.
I'm assuming that's what your experience was like.
Yeah, nah, for sure, man. It was lovely. So I get there, I get the job done. And again, I'm showing Alex, look, I can get the job done. But remember, yeah, before I had the job, I got no money to facilitate this trip. In terms
Oh, yeah.
they're paying for it, but
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
no spending money to navigate myself around.
Yeah.
My boss Alex here gives me 4 bills.
Wow.
And he's like, get back to me when you get paid, innit?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, and I remember it very well because I was at a barbershop about to get a haircut for the trip.
Yeah.
And he sent me the money. Like, here you go, but get it back to me when you get paid. I'm thinking, thank you so much. Like, you don't have to do this.
Nah, but you deserve it though, man.
So-
I have to say that, bro. People like you deserve like to be bust on things like that.
So
man.
I get paid now, and I give it back to him, and he's shocked because one, he forgot, and he's just thinking, nah, this guy's solid.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to fuck him up. I think, I'll give him like 350 or something.
Yeah,
You know
that's a
what I mean?
359 in that.
Yeah. But I gave him like the full total. And he's like, nah, this guy. You know,
That's real, bro.
I bet him I went Poland, got the job done, the pictures and that. He's thinking, yeah, man, this guy is solid.
Nah, man. That's you. I swear, yeah. Obviously, how long have you been reporting for West Ham now?
July, next month will be 3 years.
And you covered obviously the Kurt Zuma case and all that stuff.
Everything, bro.
I have to say, I am stupidly proud of you.
No, I love.
I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person that's told you that. But like, as I said, from that moment, the blog stuff, from when obviously you borrowed peas from me or whatever, till now, like, man just looks at you and all like, raw, like that. No, for real, because I'm like, you went for your thing, like what you wanted to do, and obviously where you grew up, could have went left.
No, trust.
But as you said, you just stayed like, nah, like I want to do this thing. I just want to do, and even as you said, family pressures and stuff.
Yeah.
I want to do this thing. I want to do this thing.
And you know what,
till
yeah?
now,
Even when I was low, I'm grateful I went through that experience, you know. I'm
Yeah.
so grateful because it taught me the value of money. If I see a homeless man, I'll give if I got change him, I'll give him £10, £20 if I have it.
bro.
So I know about being low.
Bro.
So you know what I mean? I'm grateful I went through that.
A lot. Anyway, we don't have to do a whole segment about it, but I do speak about this a lot. That even on here, I've given people advice on like, because of obviously the cost of living stuff, like try not to buy a takeaway. Buy like
Oh, yeah, I
no,
saw that
no,
one. I saw that one.
but for real, because
I saw that one. Like £4, you can
bro,
buy what,
no,
chicken,
but for real,
pasta.
buy a pack of chicken, buy some pasta, buy some sauce and stuff, and you can make chicken and pasta. It's gonna be healthier. You can make more portions. It's gonna last longer than going to the chicken and chip shop and getting fried food. I'm only saying this because it's really hard out here, bro.
No, I hate you,
like
I
it's
hate
not like people like yourself, or even myself to a lesser degree, who like I've got a decent job and stuff. We're okay. So what about the people that's not okay? Do you get what I'm trying to say? The people that are just trying to get by and that, bruv. It's hard out here, man.
Nah, trust.
But
true, man.
but yeah, ultimately, aside from that stuff, I'm very, very proud of you, bro. And I just know that you're just gonna keep going on to do bigger and better things.
Look, in terms of my age, 28 now, yeah, I'm a baby in journalism terms, you know.
Yeah,
I'm a baby, like. It's the career you sort of peak in your 40s and 50s.
yeah.
Because by that point, you're established. TV's the natural progression from then onwards.
Yeah,
And like, you're everyone know you're proper established. Like,
bruv. Whatever you do, I
So-
know you're patterned anyway. I don't.
So, no,
I didn't even think about what's your next move and all that. I was gonna actually ask you, like, is there? Because I've got a couple of questions. Because we've got about 10 minutes on the clock here.
oh, I swear.
Yeah, I know. Time flies.
yeah,
Time
yeah.
flies when you're having fun, innit? We got about 10, 15 minutes, about 10 minutes on the clock here. I wanted to ask you, like, any advice for anyone that wants to work in football, but not obviously as a footballer? Like, the different fields and different
Yes.
jobs that they can do. Because, as I always stress, people from our backgrounds,
No, I trust.
they don't know this. They
No,
just
I
think
trust.
footballer or coach.
No, I trust. Yeah, football coach, if you want to do that, like in terms of my profession, journalism, if you want to do written stuff, but you could also do camera,
Yeah.
that sort of content. You could do physio, like
Bro.
the whole sports science stuff. One of my neighbours, she works for what's the club called again? Sutton United. She's a physio there.
My nephew just got signed for the Young G's still.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. Look, so there's so much stuff you could do. Like honestly, as I mentioned, cameraman, physio, coach. If you want to be a coach,
Yeah.
do the youth team, coach youth team. There's chef. You got chefs,
Bro.
at football clubs.
People, but I ask you to say these things
No,
because
trust.
people don't know. They just think, oh, like I just want to write stuff.
Yeah.
Like, no, you don't have to write stuff. You can film stuff.
Chefs at training grounds.
Yeah.
So many stuff.
That's real, bro. Okay, what about advice? Because obviously you've been around the first team. You've probably been around the younger lot as well. Any advice for youths that are up and coming that do want to play football? Like stuff that you may have seen from like obviously the older lot.
What,
and
how to get a career in football?
not necessarily how to get a career, but little things that they could think about while they're doing their thing. Because I'm sure they're gonna.
What, if they don't make it, you mean? Or
Nah, like okay, so like let's say you got a kid. He's let's say under 16. Yeah, his dream is to be a baller, which he's probably talented and stuff. But he thinks in his head, all I need to do is just be good at football. No, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So what advice do you have for that kid?
Nah,
Because we know them.
That's the right. You gotta like be there before training starts.
Disciplined.
Be there after it leaves. Work on your free kicks, penalties, weaknesses, all that stuff. And the biggest one, you have to ask for advice. Always ask for advice.
What to keep trying learning and
The
that.
coaches, everyone. You got to be willing to come at your comfort zone as well. There's so much. It's
What about the youth that says, yeah, but man's a left winger, fam. Man's only a left winger, bro.
About 1 year time, he's getting released.
Huh?
And then about 1 year time, I mean for real. With that mindset, I see it with the young G's right now at West Ham. You got some. There's one brother sick when he was younger. Played for English youth team. But injuries fucked him up eventually.
Naturally.
Got released. I don't even know. He's looking for him in turn to get in the club now.
Yeah.
So
You have to be able to adapt.
You got to like. You could be sick flying, and then injury comes, with your knee, Achilles, whatever, and you're just done for like a year on the shelf.
Okay, so what about, because with an injury and stuff, one thing that tends to stick out back to my mind, like I said earlier, is the mental stuff. I know a lot of players, when they get injured, they get depressed and stuff like that. And obviously, if you're a kid and you say you're 15, you're still growing, you get a bad injury, you're missing a year of football, you're seeing certain, like maybe your best brethren like getting that moved. Like, what advice do you have to that kid then?
Oh, I don't even know. That's a good question. That's a tough one because I interviewed Matt Jarvis. You know Matt Jarvis?
Yes, I do.
I spoke to him about, let's say, 3 months ago, and he was telling me how depressed he got when he was injured. But by that point, played for England, played in the Premier League, made his money. Yeah. So he just wants to do it for fun now. But if you're 15, 16 years old, you achieve nothing yet. Yeah,
you haven't even really made a splash yet.
The club try and do stuff to help them. What do West Ham do? To bring like guest speakers to come in and try to help them through stuff like that. I think they offer like therapy and stuff as well.
Yeah, I've noticed a shift, obviously, with what happened with a few other like young players that have passed away and stuff. Rest in peace to them.
Nah, trust.
I've noticed that the clubs have become much more aware of the aftercare.
The clubs have been late, man. They should have been doing that.
Well,
there's one book, I think something Paradise. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a book on like players.
No, go on, you can go.
Yeah, it's a book about players that were like released and then this depression on a building site. The 2 West Ham players,
I remember that guy that won the lottery as well. He was a former player. I think he used to play for Sheffield United.
I can't remember his name. There's one guy called what's his name? I can't remember his name. There's 2 players, right? Played at West Ham's youth team, played with Declan Rice. Another guy called Grady Garman, plays at West Brom now. Like, up and coming potential.
Oh, he's cold.
Yeah, well, not he's struggling now at West Brom. But
well, he's talented though.
He's talented. So yeah, they're thinking they're gonna make it as footballers. They get released. They're thinking, fuck, like they start playing non-league. And non-league's different, you know.
No, it is.
It's different. Like the whole treatment's different. So
man are getting crashed.
And they're not making the money they're making at West Ham. So I'm thinking, this is dead. I got to find a job now. Yeah. And so I spoke to him about that. They said, I'm on a building site now. Yeah. So one brother's on a building site. Another brother works in like an office job. Yeah. So about 5 years ago, they're thinking they're making it as footballers. Yeah. So that shows you how things
can change very quickly.
It can go left, bro.
So I don't think you're saying maybe have a plan B.
No, I'm saying have a plan B, bro.
Oh, you are saying
have a plan B.
Yeah, but what about the argument that when you have a plan B, then your plan A, like the power that you're...
Yeah, I heard that, but I mean, not everyone's going to make it to football, you know?
Yeah, that's real.
Like, the potential is mad. Not everyone can make it into football.
Yeah.
So I say have a plan B, man. But if football's still your passion, try, as I mentioned, said
there's
the chef, the coach, the physio, whatever.
You can still be in and around and still be in the culture and stuff, but it doesn't.
Look, as I mentioned, I remember when we were younger, we want to be a footballer, innit?
Everyone wants to be a footballer.
I can't be a footballer. I'm gonna be a journalist.
Yeah,
you know
100.
What I mean? So,
well, I can't be a footballer. I'll interview on my podcast.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real, no, for real.
So examples like you got other alternatives.
Yeah, that's real. No, that's real, man. Let me think. I'm trying to think. All right, just before you go,
about the court case.
Nah, we won't talk about
Okay,
that.
cool.
Yeah, bruv, I'll be so real. I couldn't have you leave here and something happens because you mentioned something in our interview and then it messes up your thing. I would never forgive myself.
I hear you,
So we're just not going to do that.
Okay.
But yeah, the cat's out the bag anyway. What you call it? 2 things I wanted to ask you, yeah, just before we go, yeah. Or a few things, actually. First thing, yeah. So, you know, earlier in April this year, they trialed that 60-minute stop clock thing. Did you hear about that? So UEFA did this thing where I think it was for like under 23s or something. Instead of 90 minutes, they made it 60 minutes, but it's a stop clock. So every time the ball goes out of play, they stop it. But it starts at 60 minutes.
Okay.
Did you never heard of
No,
this?
I never heard about that.
Seriously?
So done.
Yeah, they tried. I think they trialed it. I want to say in Holland. I want to say. I might be wrong. I don't know. I just Google stuff and it comes up. But anyway, what do you think of the idea of that?
Sounds dead.
Bruv.
My reaction sounds dead.
Everyone that's a football purist goes, what the fuck
Yeah,
are you
that sounds
talking about,
dead.
bruv? Just keep it as
Them
it
man are
is.
bored, you know. They're
Bruv,
so
just
bored.
trying to just
Yeah.
mess up the tick. Bruv, you know, like, in theory, oh yeah, because, you know, when there's stoppages, no, bro.
Yeah.
I want the stoppages. I want it to be that there's a minute, 5 on the clock,
That's
and man does a
unreal.
long throw in,
Yeah.
like, and you can't, are you going to stop the thing?
Yeah.
Oh, time's done now, game's
Yeah,
done.
That sounds crazy.
Dead.
Another thing I want to say, yeah, for like people that want to be like me or like don't think your background or like prevent you from doing well. Like, look at how we're talking now. We're talking basically like South London slang, if you want to call it.
Man,
like,
them,
yeah.
innit?
Like random, yeah. Obviously, man, my formal settings, my
Yeah, of
my
course.
grafting of the Queen's
Bro, I'm not
language
gonna.
is
I'm not gonna talk
yeah.
to my mum like this
Yeah.
throughout the whole conversation.
But I'm telling you, like, I could be interviewing someone like Lingard, yeah, and we're talking about skin fades.
Yeah,
But a white journalist ain't got a clue what skin fade is.
yeah.
So we already got that connection because we got something in common or we know certain stuff. I could talk to him about trainers or whatever.
Or the new tune, or
Yeah, like you got stuff that can work. Obviously, don't be corny with it.
yeah, but obviously, I think what you're saying is tap into
Yeah, you got similarities. you can
your
have.
culture
You know what I
and
mean?
how you
got
can connect.
similarities,
Yeah,
So yeah, man. So
that's real. That's actually very good advice for people that might be a bit like, oh, but it's alienating. That's good advice,
yeah.
though.
I say the maddest thing I get now is like emails asking for advice. That's the maddest. Because that was me back in the day, innit?
Bro, but this is how life works, though. That one day you're on this side,
Yeah, I know.
and then next thing you're on the other side, and
mad.
then there's people going, "Oh, help me, please." But not in a patronising way, just as in that's how the tables turn, innit? Okay, one more thing I wanted to ask, yeah. What's a rule that you personally think would be a good addition to the current game of football?
Stop the short corners.
Short corners.
I hate short corners.
What,
with
when
passion.
man come
man,
and-
just kick
Why?
the fucking ball into the box.
Why?
I'll be in the press box, yeah, and I hate because it don't lead to nothing. A short corner,
It don't really.
and then
does it?
more often not, it goes out for a throw and like just kick the ball.
Yeah,
into the
short
box.
corners are kind of
It
shit.
gets
They
me.
are kind of
It's one
shit.
of my pet hates when I watch.
But
football.
what? So what you're saying? It has to be like direct
Just
corner.
kick into the box, man. I hate short corners by passion, bro. It gets me mad. I swear, I get mad now talking about it.
I move on, fam. Move on.
Anything else? I want to bring thingy back. Golden goal.
You would bring it
Yeah,
back.
I'll bring it back.
Nah,
I like golden goal. I'll bring it back.
I've been loving. You know how they changed the away goals rule?
Yeah, I think that's good.
I've
I like
been
that.
loving that.
Man, I'm bringing golden
That's
goal.
one. I think that's one of the best changes they've done.
I ain't got time to be watching 30 minutes extra time. Bring golden goal back.
Nah, man. I need tired legs. I need tired legs. Then you bring on some nippy winger and that. I need it, bruv. I need it. Inject it.
I hear you.
Okay. All right. Last thing, yeah. Just before we go, yeah. David Moyes. I obviously personally respect him because he's a flipping top manager in football, innit? But obviously, as a United fan, my spectacles are a bit tinted, innit?
Yeah.
But to be fair to him, I think he was a sacrificial lamb. That's the truth. Like how everything came about to be because, yeah, I think he was always set up to fail, really. You can't... Who follows Fergie, innit? It's just not really fair. What I did want to ask, though, is what's something interesting about him that a lot of people would never guess? Like, they wouldn't actually put that with him in the same sentence.
I'm not sure if you guys pick out from when you watch like press conference, but he's very personable.
Yeah, I do get that.
Yeah,
I do
he's
get
very,
it.
very
A lot of Scottish people are, though.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I've noticed.
I'll ask a question in the press conference. You say my name, like, Roshane, swear down.
Yeah.
First me by my name, and like not every manager does that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's good at that. I even say like sometimes we get to have drinks with him.
Yeah.
Because there's a thing called on the record and off the record.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
on the record is when like quote them directly off the records. Use that you tell what they tell you, but use that your information.
Yeah.
So we had like drinks with him, and again, talking to us about our first name and whatnot, like a really personable man.
Yeah, it does take a lot to remember people's.
You know what I mean? Very personable. So there's something else that he must be big time with something. I'm not gonna say it. I'll tell you off camera.
All right, cool.
But he's a cool guy, man. I like him. I'm happy for him that he's done well.
Bruv, that's why I said that. Like, just as a person and as a manager and as his profession and stuff, you can't not respect him.
Yeah, honestly, man.
Like, you can't not respect him. Obviously,
and the thing, said to cut you.
No, go for
it. The thing I often say in interviews about him, right? What I like most about him and West Ham, the average man can relate to them in terms of their stories.
Yes, yeah.
Why is he struggling at Sausage Dad, Man United, Sunderland? He's thinking, what the fuck's happening to me? Like,
bruv.
I know, look.
And that's why.
And that was me.
No, but like a lot of people, I think, rate and respect West Ham, but also a lot of people rate and respect David Moyes for that reason that at one point, you know how it goes in the press, especially the British press. Your name can just get dragged and you just spiral down and down and down and down. But somehow, like, especially the last season and the season before, like, he's cemented himself as like, no, I'm not a waste, man. I kind of know what I'm doing here, like. And also, I have to give him a big shout out for bringing Antonio through, because obviously he's from the ends and that.
Shout out Antonio.
Shout out Antonio as well. And also, I think it's mad that Antonio used to be a right wing back, and then now he plays up top. I think that's so sick.
I'll be from Tita Mitcham as well.
Bro, so I said he's from the ends, bro. Get me? So, but yeah,
as well, man.
No, it's a big thing still. But my guy,
love, bro.
We come to the end of the road,
broski.
We saying part 2 soon?
Yeah, man, we could definitely do it.
I think. Man. Well, I mean, there's a whole World Cup gonna happen.
Yeah.
There's another season. We'll see what go on, innit? Sure. You just hit me up when you're ready. You're a busy man. Yeah, you're a busy man. But anything you want the people to know before we go?
Listen, this is my guy, you know. This is my guy, man.
I appreciate it.
You know what I mean? So I have to come here for you, my guy.
I'm trying to think, man.
No, but I'm getting older, yeah. I know it's like, because I'm trying to... Because I'll probably say I've got a bit more cold in terms of like friends.
Yeah.
Like, who's a friend? So my definition now, like, you got friends and people you know.
Yeah, for real. So, you know
acquaintances,
naturally.
I consider you to be one of my proper friends, you know what I mean?
I appreciate that, and I can see you the same, my bro.
So,
honestly.
So, love to you, my guy.
But nothing to promote to the people.
I don't
go get the new West Ham kit. Can I get a West Ham kit, people? Is that alright? Is that cool?
Kit, so.
I don't mind any.
Before we end,
yeah. No, I'm joking.
Before we end, I must say, being verified on Twitter. Oh my goodness, bro.
Is it a mad thing?
So remember I mentioned at the start, the club we went to.
Yeah.
So I'm chatting to this girl, right?
I already know how this story's gonna end.
And then she's like, "What do you do for a living?" I'm a journalist. Blah 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 blah. So it's just mad corny, yeah. So I could be like, "What's your number?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "What's your social?"
Yeah.
And she could be like, "Twitter, come on Instagram."
Mm.
So Twitter, follow her. Oh my goodness, you're verified. Tell me more. I'm thinking, bingo, man.
Man said, you didn't care about me until you saw my blue tick. Now you want to see that. Anyway.
She's mad fast. I'm thinking this is an easy win, man.
Yeah, right. I hear that still.
Easy win,
3-0. But nah, all right, cool. Bro, another episode wrapped up.
Man.
Bro, I've been enjoying this still. And hopefully the people are rating and respecting what we're trying to do out here, man. You know what I mean? We're just humble brothers, just trying to... for real though, we're just humble brothers, just trying to do something positive and show people that there's other ways. There's always more to the ends, my guy.
Yeah, my guy.
You don't know the thing already.